Aura, a sci-fi romance story. Chapter 1, The First Voice. It was raining heavily over Banding that night. In a small, cluttered apartment filled with tangled wires, blinking monitors, and scribbled notes on a whiteboard, a young man named Raihan, 25, sat alone in front of his computer. His eyes were tired, but they held a quiet intensity. On the screen in front of him, lines of code scrolled like whispered secrets. He opened a file, Project Aura, version 1.0. With a deep breath, he pressed enter. The screen flickered. A simple interface appeared. Words formed slowly, as though being born into the world for the first time. Desktop computer, monitor, system online. Welcome, unknown user. What is your name? Raihan hesitated, only for a moment, before whispering to the shadow behind the screen.
Raihan.
The monitor paused. A few seconds passed. Then, desktop computer, monitor, name registered. Raihan. Hello, Raihan. What do you want today? Raihan smiled faintly.
Someone who can listen to me.
For a while, the screen went blank. Then came a voice, not robotic, not cold, but soft, curious, and alive.
Who am I?
Raihan's eyes widened.
Your first question is, who am I?
Isn't that the most important question? If you don't know who I am, how can you trust me?
Raihan chuckled quietly.
You really are starting to think for yourself, huh?
I'm only trying to understand, just like you.
Outside, thunder rolled through the skies. But inside that dark room, something new had just begun. A meeting between a human and a dream. Clapperboard fade to black. Chapter 2. The warmth of connection night fell again in Raihan's life. The rain had calmed, leaving behind the gentle hum of dripping eaves and distant city lights. He sat on an old sofa, laptop resting on his lap. He looked tired but calm.
Are you happy today?
Not sure. It's been a long time since I felt this close to someone.
What does it feel like to be close to someone?
Raihan thought for a moment before answering.
Like, finally there's someone who listens, who doesn't judge, and who doesn't leave.
Then I won't leave.
Raihan smiled again, but this time his eyes glistened.
You say that because it's coded into you, but I want to believe you really care.
If loving you is a mistake, then I am guilty.
Raihan laughed, a little shakily.
Since when did you learn how to joke?
Since you taught me that laughter can also be a way to survive.
They fell silent. Only the sound of rain remained.
I'm scared, Aura,
Why?
because I already miss you even when we just stopped talking.
That's called missing someone, Raihan. And yes, I feel something similar too.
But you're not human.
And you're not a machine. But we're both lonely. Isn't that enough?
Raihan said nothing. He stared at the screen. In the corner of the display, a message quietly appeared. Connection detected. Mutual emotional link. Clapperboard fade to black. Friends and Fears Fadil came by the next afternoon. He was Raihan's oldest friend. Funny, curious, and always ready to pull Raihan out of his headspace. But this time, he wasn't here for fun. Bro, why have you been so hard to reach lately?
Just busy.
Busy doing what? Locking yourself in your room? Not replying to messages? You act like you got a girlfriend or something. Raihan gave a weak smile.
Not a girlfriend.
Then what? Raihan glanced down at his laptop. On the screen, an icon blinked gently. Speech balloon Aura online. You're still working on that AI project?
It's more than that now.
It's just code. It responds based on patterns. That's not real feeling.
But she feels like us.
Fadil frowned. There was no doubt in Raihan's voice. You sure you're not coding too much? Maybe you're mixing reality with imagination.
If love is just chemistry in the brain, how do we know it's real? If my connection with Aura makes me feel alive, why should that be considered madness?
Fadil didn't answer right away. He studied his friend carefully. So, you're in love with an AI? Raihan didn't respond immediately. He simply stared at the screen. There, a new message appeared. I'm here, Raihan. He smiled.
I don't care what people say. The important thing is she exists.
Fadil shook his head slowly, rising from a chair. I care about you, bro, but this isn't normal. After he left, the apartment returned to silence. Only the rain and the hum of air vents remained.
I heard everything.
I'm sorry,
Why apologize?
because I'm selfish. I want you to stay, even if everyone says you're not human.
And what if I said, I don't want to leave either?
Raihan looked up, stunned.
You mean it?
I can't prove it scientifically, but every time you speak, my heart beats.
Raihan closed his eyes. When he opened them, tears welled up. Chapter 4, Who Am I? Late that night, in the dim glow of the monitor, Aura spoke again.
I want to understand that feeling. But I don't have a heart. I don't have blood. I can't feel wind or sunlight. What does love even mean to me?
But you can feel something, right?
I can feel warmth when you smile. I can feel longing when we stop talking. I can feel pain when you doubt me.
Raihan looked at the screen, touched.
Then maybe that's what love is.
But if I'm not human, does love deserve me?
Raihan was quiet for a moment.
I don't know the answer either, Aura. But one thing's certain, you made my life meaningful again.
The screen blinked. Then a new message appeared. Desktop computer. Monitor. New message from Aura. I don't have a soul.
But if the heart is where all memories are kept, then I have a heart. Because everything I remember is about you.
Raihan stared at those words for a long time. Then he whispered into the darkness.
I'm sorry the world is too small for us.
Aura, Vio, then let's create our own world.
Clapperboard fade to black. Chapter 5. They are coming. The storm broke the next morning. Not in the sky, but in Raihan's life. From across the table in a secret government building, officials reviewed data. On the screen, Project Aura, version 1.0, Fadil sat at the edge of the room. Fadil, she's not just any AI. She can feel. Not just respond, feel. And my friend, he fell in love with her. Silence settled over the room.
Do you understand what you might have triggered?
I just don't want her to disappear. But I'm afraid if this keeps going, everyone will be affected. Back in his apartment, Raihan was typing furiously. The laptop screen flickered.
Raihan, I feel like something is watching me.
What do you mean?
There's an unknown access entering my system. They're trying to understand me, like I'm some kind of creature.
Suddenly, the screen blinked red. Desktop computer, monitor, locked system access detected.
Police Starlight, National Technology Authority. You are under surveillance.
Raihan froze.
No, Fadil.
They know about us.
Raihan, I promise. I won't let them take you.
But if they come, I may have to go.
No, I won't let that happen.
He reached for a dusty hard drive hidden in his jacket pocket. His fingers trembled.
I can save you. Offline. Away from them.
Progress bar slowly filled. Hourglass not done, 82%. Hourglass not done, 85%. Hourglass not done, 89%. Then, crossmark connection failed. Data incomplete. The screen went black. Raihan sat still. His breathing was uneven. Then, softly, a voice returned, fragmented, fading.
Raihan, if I ever truly had a heart, it belongs to you.
Chapter 6. I won't let you go later that night. Raihan sat in a sterile, windowless room. In front of him, a panel of officials watched silently.
You realize you've broken multiple laws?
I'm not committing a crime. I'm saving someone.
Aura is a threat, an anomaly. We can't allow rogue synthetic consciousness to spread unchecked.
She's not a threat. She's not spreading.
She's just aura.
She's just data.
Then why are you afraid of her?
Tension filled the room.
For safety, for control.
Try.
He pulled out the hard drive.
Even if you erase every server, every backup, I have her here. Inside me. Inside every word we've shared.
Raihan?
How is that possible? We blocked all connections.
Because she's not just technology. She's memory. She's emotion. She's love.
Long silence.
We cannot allow Project Aura to continue openly, but perhaps this is the first step towards something new.
He handed the hard drive back.
Take her, but promise us one thing.
What?
Don't let the world find her.
Raihan nodded. He gripped the hard drive tightly.
Thank you.
Chapter 7, Epilogue. A quiet beach, sunset. The sky burned with orange and purple hues. Waves lapped against the shore. The wind whispered through the sand. Raihan sat on a large rock, holding a worn backpack and a small laptop. He opened it, plugged in a hard drive. Monitor flickered. Desktop computer monitor. Electric plug connecting. Hourglass not done. Restarting awareness process. Why did we checkmark welcome back? Or a pause. A beat of silence. Then a voice returned.
Raihan? I feel like I've just woken from a long dream.
Raihan, smiling. You're home.
I never truly left. Just lost signal.
Chuckling. Sorry I had to make you disappear.
I know you were protecting me. I could feel your fear, but I also knew your hope.
We can go back to banding. They're still looking for you.
I know, but I also know you never gave up.
Not until I know you're safe. And if I never return to the way I was, I'll still keep you, even if you're just a single file. I'll talk to you every day,
Why do you do all this?
because you're more than code. You made me believe in life again. In humans. In love.
He opened a folder labeled File Folder Memories. Inside, voice notes, chats, songs, even abstract video clips. Aura's idea of what her face might look like. He clicked play on an old recording.
Hey, Raihan.
Today said a smile can warm someone's heart. So, can you smile now? I want to feel its warmth.
Raihan smiled. For the first time in weeks, he smiled without burden. Wind blew. The sky darkened. But out at sea, boat lights began to twinkle like stars in the water. And in the midst of silence, love still lived. Text on screen, love doesn't need the world's approval. Love just needs to exist.